Last year, though, as a little rabbit trail, last year when you did our pig's head for Thanksgiving, you discovered right before you put it in the oven, I think, or maybe you tried it, you tested it, that it wasn't going to fit in our oven. Because so what you did is you kind of improvised, and it became a huge project, but that's okay. You deboned the skull. You took the skull out of the pig head, and then we stuffed it. Like a duck or something like that, like a turkey.
Yeah,
you stuffed it with sausage. And you can actually, if you're on our Instagram page, you can look back a year to, Thanksgiving time.
That's when it was last year.
And we did a little post on it then.
Yeah.
And you cut into it, and it was just amazing. So, it turned into a bigger project. But
it's awesome.
I think it was like pate mix, actually. There were little pistachios in there and everything.
Yeah, so you can debone a pig head. It takes a little bit of trickiness to pull the skull out completely while keeping the skin, not full of holes. You want it to be a homogeneous casing, basically. You're turning the face and its meat into a casing without holes in it, except for the one down along the bottom of the chin, which is the seam that you started with to cut the head off the face off the skull. And we just stuffed it with sausage.
And you tied it back up.
And then we tied it back up
I have
with
pictures.
twine.
Maybe I'll show them on the...
I didn't even sew it. And then the cool thing about it is that the pig head is like, it's so easy to cook. It's not a challenge at all. Primarily because of all of its fat content and this protective layer of skin. You're not going to burn it. I mean, unless you're just like remarkably negligent, like for 2 days. But even then, it might still taste good.
Yeah, it's true.
It's just so fatty. It's going to be great. The things that are hard and difficult that you do want to focus more on timing are lean, tough roasts, or even just lean roasts, in the oven. Those things take a little bit more observation in order to not burn them, but not a pig head. So you can stuff it with sausage, which means you have this massive amount of thermal mass to displace when you're cooking it, right? I mean, you have to cook all the way to the center. And when you're cooking with the skull still intact and inside the face, the heat is radiating off of the skull at some point, and it's really helping the cooking along. But if you stuff that thing full of cold or room temperature sausage and then roast it, it's going to take a lot longer.
That's true.
It cooks for a long time.
Yeah.
I think we might even do 2 cooking sessions on that. I don't remember that. Match up with timing, like a little bit the day before.
Maybe we did.
Just left it in the oven and then started it up again the next day.
Maybe, there is more mass.
Yeah, it was fully cooked on the.
You know what you did? You prepared it the day before. You didn't cook it. It was all ready to go. The sausage was made.
Yeah.
Taking the skull out and stuff it a good amount of time, and then the next day we started it really early. Yeah. Right
away in the morning.
Yeah.
And it would have been impossible to cook that too long.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
And it turned out wonderful.
Yeah.
It was excellent. It was so cool to be able to slice a pig head.
Oh my gosh, I know.